So hey, good morning YouTube. Today is March 14th, and it's another very sunny day. I'm squinting again already, and I got my coffee. Thank goodness for that. Without the coffee, I don't know what I'd do. Anyway, this morning trying to wake up, and thought I'd look into the briefcase of books for this morning's little meditative reading thing. And today it's going to be Maya Angelou. You know, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. So we're going to read that one. So yeah, give me a minute. Yeah, you know, some of the things that I think about in this world that we live in is it's good to take in a variety of culture to help you broaden your mind, broaden your horizons, if you will, and it helps to educate you, and so you don't become so, I don't know, ignorant, because you know, I'm trying to not be so ignorant. So I read a lot of books and whatnot. So here's this morning's meditation, and you think about history of the United States and some of the stuff that we've gone through. Racism was one of the big deals, and so that's kind of what I'm going to read about this morning, but it's at a different time, a time when, you know, although racism is still a really big issue here, this is a time when those chains were just starting to come off, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to read this, and you know, hopefully you'll get what I'm talking about here. The men in the store stood away from the walls at attention. Women greedily clutched the babes on their laps, while on the porch the shufflings and smiles, flirtings and pinchings of a few minutes were gone. This might be the end of the world. If Joe lost, we were back in slavery and beyond help. Talking about Joe Louis, the boxer. It would all be true. The accusations that we were lower types of human beings, only a little higher than the apes. True that we were stupid and ugly and lazy and dirty and unlucky, and worst of all, that God Himself hated us and ordained us to be hewers of wood, drawers of water, and forever and ever without end. We didn't breathe. Joe Louis was boxing. They called him the Brown Bomber, and he had been knocked down. Let's see what goes on here. We didn't breathe. We didn't hope. We waited. He's off the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. He's moving towards the center of the ring, the announcer said. There was no time to be relieved. The worst might still happen. He might be knocked out. And now it looks like Joe is mad. He's caught Canara with his left hook to the head and right to the head. It's a left jab to the body and another left to the head. There's a left cross and a right to the head. The contender's right eye is bleeding, and he can't seem to keep his block up. Louis is penetrating every block. The referee is moving in, but Louis sends a left to the body, and it's an uppercut to the chin, and the contender is dropping. The contender is dropping. He's going down. He's on the canvas, ladies and gentlemen. Turn the page. Babies slid to the floor. Women all stood up. Men stood up. They all leaned into the radio. Here's the referee. He's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is the contender trying to get up again? Is he moving? Everyone was wondering. All the men in the store shouted, "No, no, no, he can't get up." Then the referee's voice could be heard again. 8, 9, 10. There's a few sounds from the audience, but they all seem to be holding themselves. It's a tremendous pressure. The fight is all over, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the microphone over to the referee. Here he is. He's got the brown bomber's hand. He's holding it up. He's holding it up. He's holding it up. Here he is. Then the voice, husky and familiar, came to wash over us. The winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Louis. Champion of the world, a black boy, same black mother's son. He was the strongest man in the world. People drank Coca-Colas like ambrosia and ate candy like the bars were at Christmas. Some of the men went behind the store and poured white lightning into their soft drink bottles, and a few of the bigger boys followed them. These were not chased away, came back blowing their breath in front of themselves like proud smokers. It would take an hour or more before the people would leave the store and head for home. Those who lived too far had made arrangements to stay in town. It wouldn't do for a black man and his family to be caught out on a lonely country road on a night when Joe Louis won a fight and had proved that we were the strongest people in the world. I remember reading this story when I was in college. Maya Angelou is one of my favorite authors. She's a really good writer, and really, the title of the book says it all. I Know Why a Caged Bird Sings. You know. Good morning, YouTube. You know, it's a beautiful day. Got coffee, something to think about, freedom. You know, freedom. We still got a lot of work to do here in America. And let's get to it. Peace.